guys, welcome back to Elevating Africans. I'm Ketch.
And I'm Dorothy. This week we have come with a top A-league player, soccer player. Please help us welcome Abraham MAJOK to the show.
Hi guys.
Hi Abraham, how are you going?
I'm going well, thank you.
That's good. Well, thank you so much for accepting our invitation and just being here. It means a lot to us.
Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
No worries.
All right. So where are you based right now?
I'm back in Sydney at the moment. So
Okay.
I got to see my family in a long time. So it's good to come home and see them.
Okay. Where were you?
I was Cyprus, then to South Sudan, then back to Sydney, then back to South Sudan, then back to Sydney, back.
Okay.
Awesome.
Who is Abraham? When did you come to Australia? What's your background? What do you do? Like a bit about your hobby. Obviously we know, but for our viewers, just so they get an understanding in case they don't know.
Well, Abraham is someone who was born in Kenya to South Sudanese parents. I came to Australia in 2005, my family, so I've done most of my growing here. My hobbies are mainly I play football, like we call it soccer, but beside that I like music, basketball, psychology, accounting.
So you're good with numbers?
Yeah.
Do you have to be good with numbers actually to be in soccer? Because it's one of the things that...
Nah, not really. It just, if you have understanding like how finances work, then no one can ever cheat you out of anything.
True.
Is that in terms of...
Of course.
Or is that
Well, in terms, if you're getting paid,
yeah.
if you're getting paid and you want to do your own taxes and manage your fund, what's the point of appointing someone if you know it yourself?
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. When did you start your soccer? When did you join the A-League soccer?
Around 2017, I really got into, but around 2016, that's when around the youth league. So I was playing for Mount Druitt Rangers, around like a local team, like Premier League. But then I was training with the Wanderers youth team at the time. Then they got interested and wanted me to join at the end of the year. So I was like, you know what, it's worth the sacrifice. So I just gave it a shot, and from there it just seemed to go well for me.
When did you find your love for football or soccer in general? Did you know soccer is what you wanted to play from like a young age, or did you play something else and then you changed to that?
Nah, when we came to Australia, my mom thought it was a way to integrate us to the culture, understanding, and just, make life easier for us. So he put me and my two brothers into football. And from there, like, the first game wasn't the best. Trust me, I wanted to quit after that. But then, I don't know what it was that gave me determination to try and learn. So I was watching videos of YouTube and just training. And plus, growing up in a family where football was a big thing, because like my family, we supported United and Arsenal. So between those, my love for football just started to grow and rub off on me.
I loved how you actually used you used your mom's support to really push yourself and go out there and get it,
Yeah, like she made sacrifices and done what she could. So, there's no other way we can really repay our parents, but just try the best we can be for ourselves and show them that's what you raised me to be.
How does it make you feel, like knowing that you didn't let your mom down, like, because considering how much she sacrificed to get you obviously out the door, and then obviously you going and getting into even further, how does that make you feel, just seeing her
being too proud?
Yeah, because what she's done is now it's everyone is admiring it, That's a huge...
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I don't think it really sunk in yet. I'm still going through that phase, like where not everything really sunk in, but like, for me, like I always have love for the game itself, and just doing something I love has made me feel like I can accomplish so much more, and it helped me growth as well. So just in general, to push myself to do the best I can, it just makes me feel like I could do anything to help my family, regardless, like, no matter what, and just ensuring like they're well taken care of, because they've done the same for us growing up.
That is such an amazing mindset.
That is indeed.
So what's your position in the field? That's the
wait, does it actually have position?
Of course he does.
I played a lot.
How does it actually work? Sorry, do you mind
played a lot different.
Us?
It's just simple. So you have your back four. So I start from the left. So you have your left back. The two middle are your center backs. And then you have your right back. Then in the midfield, you have three players. So one player that sits in front of the two center back is number 6. Then you might have 2 in front of them, which are your 10 and 8, however you want to put it. Then you have your wingers, and then you have a striker. So, but formation can change. So sometimes you can have 5 at the back.
Yeah.
And it just changes around. So it's not that difficult.
Okay. Last I checked, you were a right winger.
I could play right wing, I could play left wing, I could play striker, I could play attacking mid. Like I grew up playing like in the midfield because I could run a lot. So.
So do you get picked for each section depending on your skills, your skill set?
Yeah, some depend on your skill set, and some players have position they prefer. And also your coach might have an idea of like where he thinks the position suits you best. So.
Do you pick that or do they put you in?
Nah, I already know, like, say if I'm a winger, I'm good there. And I showcase that over the past, then he's going to put me in that position because he knows like what I'm capable of when I'm playing that position.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Like some coaches will ask you what you prefer.
Okay, so you have that option.
And then they try you out in different positions.
Okay, amazing. Have you always been, like, which positions have you played so far?
So when I was growing up, I was playing more in the midfield. So I was playing like number 10, number 8. Then my coach thought you're quick, so he was put your winger, try you there. So I played wing. Some game I played striker. So I just moved around a lot, like over the years.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Obviously, having soccer and then also having school, how did you find it balancing your social life as well with like all these other commitments you had? Was it difficult, or like what are some of your tips for balancing that?
The tips I would say, you got to know the difference between your priorities and your pleasure. So anyone that knows me knows like my priorities come first. Because if I don't take care of that first, there's so much time ahead of us to go hang out whenever. If I don't do what I need to do first, it doesn't sit right with me. So you just gotta separate, like, do what you need to do first, and then also you can take that time off to detox, take yourself away from the pressures or stress, and then just go spend that time with your friends and think of something else.
Do you have any routines that you do in terms of just knowing how to set your priorities, what needs to be done first, or even just things to do to sort of detox and get back to your mindfulness?
My routine is, I wouldn't really say it's like a set routine, but it's something simple. So I keep a diary of what I need to do. So in that way, I know if I get these things done, throughout the day, then I don't need to worry about it later. So then I write it. So I keep like a diary. I put on my wall. So I have from Monday to Sunday. So then I tick off like, okay, I need to do this on Monday. So I already know what I need to do when Monday comes. So then I can schedule other things on Monday because I already have my routine set. And then side of that, like taking a walk is a good way to detox sometimes. Like just getting out of that one comfort zone you're in, just go take a walk, listen to music, and just do something ordinary. Like, so like when I'm not playing football, sometimes I just go shoot hoops, like play basketball, for example. And sometimes just some of my friends, they have like they do music, like studio recording. So sometimes I just go sit there and just see them do what they do.
Now, I actually like the idea of there's something about ticking off something you've accomplished as well. You just feel some type of satisfaction. Yeah, it's a way like you feel like, oh, you know, I've done this task. I can like check it off. Then you have a way you can schedule what's the next thing you want to do, or if you feel like you want to use that free time for something else, you already know like the important thing is done.
You have transferred between few clubs since you joined, which is 2017. Yeah.
Is that something that happens
often?
The thing is with football, then you don't really have a solid concrete, like, you know, you're going to be at one place forever.
Okay.
So football is like say when you have a job, you know, like you can always be replaced.
Yeah.
So you just try to stay on top of your game as much as possible. And then sometimes at the club might get a new coach. The new coach might have different ideas and things you don't suit, so you might have to leave and all that. So it's like it just go up and down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it just goes up and down, up and down. So you can have a really good year, then the next year you find yourself having the worst year of your life, and then just finding a way to stay strong and then just continue to do what you do, because like we all have a purpose why we're playing football. Like everyone has their own reason, and only we know that within us.
Wow. It sounds such a risky path. Doesn't that scare you sometimes? Like,
nah, to be honest, no, not really. Like, because for me, football was a way that I use as coping with. Say, if you get problem, like if you have off-field issues, like problem at home, or things aren't going right, for that 90 minute or whatever 120 minute when the game, the extra time, you feel like you have no care, no problem in the world, like around you. And just being around the group of guys, you feel so comfortable. So for me, I never thought like I'll be doing what I'm doing now, because I was just playing for the sake of what I enjoy and what helped me stay within myself and control what's going on outside of myself.
Did you have any mentors besides your coach when you were going through the whole process, playing unprofessional soccer to then transferring into that to the professional side of it? Did you have a mentor, or was your coach your mentor?
I would say majority of the time, like I had coach as mentor, but also the friends that I had around, like we had conversations sometimes. But I wouldn't really say I had a mentor that would tell me professional environment is going to be like this, going to be like that. Like it's just something that hit you at one time, like with having no guidance. And like my mom being busy with kids is like difficult for her
to focus on you, of course.
To focus on me. So I had to try take that responsibility on myself, and also just speak to the people that were always older than me, try to understand like if I don't know something or this, they give me advice, and just pretty much use the network around me to help myself.
What goals do you have for, like, what's your favorite or your hope team to hopefully play for one day, or a club?
My goal is always to play Premier League, like for United. It happens.
Yeah.
Like, all I'm gonna do is just keep pushing and just being myself, playing the football I'm doing now.
You're already playing an A-league.
I know.
So that's should tell you something. What advice would you give other younger Africans who would like to follow similar career path as you, or just to play football in any field, really?
Well, my advice would be, it's not an easy task. Like, football is not a my thing. You're gonna get a lot of setbacks, and sometimes you feel like what you're doing, you may not accomplish it, and you may feel like, oh, this is a waste of time. But if you truly believe in what you're doing and truly believe in your abilities, regardless of what anyone tells you, just keep pushing, because like you don't really have anything to lose if you have nothing in the first place.
I agree with you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, success ain't overnight thing. Yeah,
I know.
I think that's what a lot of successful people say. It's persistence, you know.
It's a long road. Like, it's like a marathon. Like, it's not something you just gotta keep going. You're gonna have your ups, your down, and then you pick yourself up and go again.
Yeah.
Do you celebrate when you get an award?
Not really.
Why?
I don't know. I don't think of it. Like, all I know is like, I'll go do my part.
Yeah.
If I get an award for it, I say, okay, no worries, thank you. That's just going to the next one. Because I feel like I haven't reached where I want to, like the level I want to be at yet.
Yes.
But don't you think it's like
still
about celebrating those micro
little
moments
moments,
until you get to that big one? Because can you
that's
imagine
true.
how are you even going to know to celebrate that? You've already, like in our eyes, we're like, you're already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, you're definitely right. But like, for me, the thing is, I'm very hard on myself. Like, I'm never satisfied, really. So I always just put so much pressure and just say it is what it is and keep going. Like, if you win something, like, all right.
That's a good attitude to have. You shouldn't, as a person, settle and just be satisfied with just whatever you've got right now. You should always be aiming for what.
Yeah, I always feel like I can do better.
Absolutely.
That's just, I'm always in that mindset. Like, it may come up weird, like, just enjoy this moment.
Yeah.
But then like now I'm learning, like, enjoy the moment, regardless good or bad.
Yeah.
As well as like focusing on what's gonna come next. And just going through that phase. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes when you enjoy, like, say you get this, you might say, okay, I done everything I could. Like, now I can relax.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're doing an amazing thing. You are an inspiration to so many of young African kids out there, you know, who feel that they're a bit lost. You know, them knowing that you've made it, you're out there, you're playing, you're in the field, that just gives them that, you know, that boost, you know what I mean?
That hope,
that hope that they can also reach their potential, you know, eventually down the track. So you're doing an amazing work.
Nah, I appreciate it. And in a way, like, it's good to show to our African community, like, anything is possible. As long as we put our mind and give it everything we got. Because, like, growing up, we never had that, let's say, someone to look up to, like, as an African. Like, our parents were like migrants that moved to a country, to another country, and just seeing what they done, it's like we can do something for ourselves and then show the younger generation, like, it's like whatever you want to do is better than, say, you just want to be in the streets or do this. Like, there's no point, because we come from a land where, let's just say, like, every time I went home to South Sudan, like the last 2 months, and just seeing how kids are, just how the country is, like how happy they are without anything in general. We just talk about, like, no phone, nothing. It just to see how privileged we are to be in a country like Australia.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
We just, I guess, need to figure that out and really take on, you know, in a positive way.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I am sure that we will be the change that we would love to see, we would have loved to see in the past for ourselves, for the future generation. So,
Nah,
I think
totally
we're in the right track as young people, as Africans living in Australia. So.
Nah, but that's the thing. Like, what you guys do now is paving a way for those next generation, because you're putting a spotlight on the African community, which haven't been done in a long time. And if whether minority, like, say, that's going to get ignored, we can only take that responsibility on our own. And the only way we can do that is getting more communities involved. So you guys as well deserve recognition for what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds nice to hear that.
Just being honest.
But that's,
you deserve that as well.
That's the hope. That's the hope. And we really hope that, like, even by having people like yourself here, we're hoping that the younger generations, the ones that are younger than you, for them to see this and actually see that they don't just have to be on the streets like they see in the American TV shows. They can actually do more. They can actually dream and get those dreams out there and be able to accomplish those that they are hoping to achieve in future, instead of just looking at the really narrowed story that's out there at the moment.
Yeah, it's in a way, like, it's heartbreaking, like, just to see a lot of things that had happened over the past, and we had those racial discrimination, like you see what they're saying throughout in Melbourne, the Apex gang or whatever, and just there's always nothing being positive on, like, African communities. So in general, like, we're trying to make that change to see, like, not everyone is as bad as it could be made out, like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that next generation is going to be what's bring that big change and shine a bigger spotlight, and that will give our country as well a lot of hope.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We appreciate you taking out your time off of your busy schedules, just to come and have a chat with us, and to also inspire our viewers, because it's really essential. So we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Nah, no worries. I really appreciate the invite.
Thank you everyone for joining us this week, to tune in with us, to hear and be inspired by Abraham MAJOK, who is an A-League soccer player. We had so much fun really having a discussion with him, because we believe that today's discussion will inspire so many young people out there. Please do share, like, and subscribe to our channel. And if you have anything that you would like us to improve, add, or anyone that you would like us to bring onto the show, please leave their names or whatever you have to say to us that you would like us to improve. Leave that in the comments section. Please do share, as I mentioned before, and if you're new to our channel, please do subscribe.
Thank you.
Bye,
Kings and Queens.